Hi, I'm Kiyoshi Husky, and this is Dark Souls Walk-Through, Episode 5. We are going to get the Ring of Fog. We are going to start by going through the cemetery, and we're just going to run past all the skeletons. That snoring is Framp. We'll get to see him a little bit later. But just run past all the skeletons, don't bother hitting them. Once we enter the catacombs, there will be another skeleton that we are not going to kill. We're just going to deflect him once and get by him as quickly as possible. Here he is. Shields up. And now go. I usually roll through here because there's another skeleton hiding behind that doorway. Just keep running until we get to this area right here, this hole. Now I'm going to stop and restart the game. And I do that so that all the skeletons reset. And now we're going to come up on our first necromancer. So get up on him and hit him as quickly as possible, but don't let your stamina run out. We're going to see if he will drop a skull lantern. He did not. So we'll open up the gate by pushing in this lever, and then we'll rest at the bonfire. It doesn't matter if you're human or not, so don't worry about that. We just want to rest. In case we die, we want to come back to this bonfire. So now we're going to run past these two skeletons until we get up on top of this little hill up here. They won't chase us, so don't worry about it. And then let's equip our short bow. And the poison arrows. Equip them, and now our necromancer is just right over here. Shoot him. If we shoot him from here, he can't hit us with his lantern, so don't get too much closer than this. 2 arrows should poison him. So now he's slowly dying, so we'll fast forward from here. Okay, the necromancer is dead, but I do not see any item by him, so he did not drop the skull lantern. So we go on to the next necromancer. These guys are no longer immortal, but they're still a pain. Backstab them if you can. Especially if your weapon isn't built up yet, this area can be a little bit tough. I'm on the lower end right now of where I should be. Might as well take free hits while he's on the ground. Try and get around him and backstab him. One more. We can also just run past them and go up onto this little lip right here and then let them just kill themselves. That's a little bit faster. Okay, so there's an archer just inside this door up there. Just watch your back. Some weapons will allow you to hit him, but not with the Ujigatana. So we just have to be careful. There are several skeletons in this area. I'm going to back up so that the archer can't shoot me. That rolling attack comes on quick, so just be ready for that. The skeletons are difficult, that's for sure. But if you take them on one at a time like I'm doing, be very patient, take one on at a time, they're more manageable. Also watch your stamina. That rolling attack is what you have to be careful of. Usually they'll hit you and then roll, jump back and then roll and hit you. The slow ceiling. Okay. You can also see that they do bleed damage with their weapons. So if you run into a couple of them and they're attacking you, they can kill you pretty quickly. So go through, be patient, one at a time, backstab as often as you can. There's a lucerne in there, but we don't really care about that, it's just a weapon, much like a halberd. This guy's easy to backstab sometimes, just when they're getting up, get around them. Let's see if you can backstab them. Like that. Kind of tedious, but not too difficult. Alright, one more skeleton up here, then we can go get the archer. Always ready for that rolling attack. Falchion, that's a decent weapon for a dex build. We'll take a look at it. First, we're going to kill these two skeletons. One is not awake yet, so we can kill the archer quickly. Oh, okay, what a pain. Now we have to take on both. If I can backstab, then I don't have to worry about the archer. I'll be invincible through this motion. Okay, what a pain. Let's grab this soul. And there's the next necromancer that we need to get. But let's take a look at this falchion. This weapon is a great weapon to stagger enemies. It doesn't have a high damage. It scales B with dex, and it's fairly light, so it's a good weapon. Let's just equip it once. I'll show you the moveset. See how quick it is. The reach is not very good, but it's really quick, and you can get up on enemies and just stagger them. It takes like 5 hits to run out of stamina, so the DPS is good. But I still prefer the Ujigatana and a couple of other weapons. So that's the falchion. Now we're going to equip the bow because the necromancer is right in that doorway. You can see him glowing. Hit him with 2 arrows. 1 more for good measure. Okay, and we'll fast forward here. Okay, so he's dead. He gave us a humanity, but I don't see an item glowing in there. So we go on to the next necromancer. But it's cool that he gave us a humanity up in the left-hand corner bank. We're now at 2. And again, that's just random. You'll get one every once in a while, up to 10 per area, until the boss of the area is defeated. So we're going to go hit the lever over here to flip that bridge open. Let's get away from the exploding heads. Usually I'll use these to kill the skeletons. And they will die, of course, because we killed the necromancer. Can be careful fighting two. Try and get them to jump off the edge themselves. And watch out for these statues that will stab you. Thank you for committing suicide, sir. Alright, thanks, statue, I guess. You can use the statues to your advantage. It's not very effective, but... One more skeleton here, guarding the switch. Don't attack him when he's doing that. He will parry you. There you go, backstab. So we'll hit this lever to flip the bridge. You can see it in the background. The bridge is flipping over so that we can walk on it. Might as well grab this item. You can see Patches standing over there by the next switch. He will, he's an NPC that will become a vendor eventually, but early part of the game, he's kind of a trickster and kind of a jerk. So now that the bridge is flipped, we can go run on it and take on the next two skeletons. So just keep your shield up and be patient and don't fall off the edge. Just backstab them. You're invincible. So, oh no. I meant to...
Wow, so graceful.
Okay. Like that. Don't roll around and panic and do that. So now we got to go get our blood spot without dying again. Otherwise we'll lose everything. I'm going to patiently and carefully make my way back to the blood spot. And I'm going to say I hate you every time I hit a skeleton. But I'm not going to force you to watch that, so I'm going to fast forward this. Okay, and there's my blood spot. Retrieval, and now we're going to kill these skeletons the right way. Without panicking, just block them and let them kill themselves. You don't even have to hit them. They will fall off themselves. Okay, now we'll drop down here and we'll go see Patches. There's actually a bonfire up here behind this secret passage. I never use it, but you definitely can use it if you want to. The bridge is already flipped, so we don't need to talk to Patches. I'm just going to go over here. You'll see that when we walk onto this bridge, Patches over there is going to hit a lever and he's going to flip this bridge, and we have to jump down onto that platform there to our right. So, where's Patches? Is he not going to hit the lever? Okay, there he is. So we jump onto this lever, or this platform, and here's the weapon I want, the Great Scythe. What I believe is the best dex weapon in the game. First we gotta, first we have to eat some flame, then we have to kill this pyromancer. I should say this necromancer. He did not drop it, the item we want either, so we have to go and look for the next necromancer. So carefully walk up the steps, don't fall into the hole. Take care of these two Skeletons carefully. Backstab as much as you can. Try to deal with both skeletons. I mean, it's difficult. It takes practice. But try and manage them so that you're blocking both of them. So there's 3 skeletons in here. We want to aggro only one at a time. And you don't even have to go in here, but there is an item. It's a Soul of a Proud Knight, which is a couple thousand souls, so we might as well get it. Even though it's going to take a little bit of time. So much easier when you're hitting one skeleton at a time. Okay, so we'll aggro the next one. Stay to the left. Sweet. The other one's over there to the right on the floor. So we'll back out. Keep your shield up, obviously. They do that quick rolling attack. It jumps up on you. If you only face one at a time, it's much easier to backstab like that, and they don't build up bleed on you. But if there's more than one, especially if you get 3 skeletons on you, then the bleed builds up a lot faster, and your survival rate, your chances of survival go way down. There we go, backstab. Now we gotta watch out for these statues. They will stab you. Just keep your shield up and walk through it. Now we continue on. Grab this item, another statue. Skeleton right here. Stupid item. Or stupid urn in my way. And watch your stamina. He didn't fall all the way down, though. Do we have to go finish him off? We'll leave him. Oh, there he fell now. Okay, up here is a little trap door that you can fall down into to get some crystal lizards. So we'll just do that quick. You can see them. One of them saw us already, so he disappeared, but maybe we can go get this other one. Watch out. Just keep your shield up. You gotta run through these statues. Keep hitting it before it can disappear. Well, we kind of got robbed there. We only got 2 Twinkling Titanite, but that's okay. So now I'm going to restart the game really quick, so it will respawn the second crystal lizard. There he is. Keep hitting him, stupid statue. I don't know how I missed him. It's very annoying, but sometimes the hitbox is weird. So now I have to restart the game again. I guess anything on the ground is just... the hitbox is weird on low-lying enemies and creatures. So let's try this again. Those statues are so annoying. Okay. Now we just make our way back to the end of the tunnel. Pretty much every single statue will kill you, except that one. That's a nice one. Go up this ladder, and there will be a trapdoor or a pit a breakthrough floor. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. Where you can fall through. And it'll bring us to the previous area. Not this side, this side. So this is where we picked up that soul. And these skeletons are going to be here because they respawned when I died. And I did not come back here to fight them because I didn't need to. The lever was already pushed in. And we already got that item. So now we have to kill them. So you definitely don't have to get those crystal lizards at this time. You can get them later or not at all. You can do whatever you want. But if you don't get them, then you don't have to go through this. Let's try and backstab them again. Too soon. They're immune after you backstab them until they get completely up. Alright, a couple more. Maybe we can use the exploding heads to kill these other skeletons. Nice. Alright. Now we're going to drop back down here and talk to Patches. I'm not sure if he'll flip it again if we just ignore him. I don't think he will, but let's talk to Patches and see what he has to say.
Huh? Oh, well, how are you then? But when I came here, I didn't touch any levers. No, not me.
No.
Very peculiar, isn't it?
Very peculiar.
Wait, did something happen to you? Hey, don't look at me like that. I'm Trusty Patches, the one and only. Everything's good with us, eh? Oh, come on. Take it.
Soul of the Lost Undead. Really? That's it?
We'll be one.
Well, we'll talk to him later in the game. He has a pretty cool gesture that... Oh, shoot. I forgot to hit the lever. So we have to do that. But Patches does give you a pretty nice gesture later on in the game. But he's a jerk. Alright. Now we cross this bridge and go through the fog gate, and we'll get the last necromancer. Well, second to last necromancer. Hopefully this one drops the skull lantern. Okay, he should be across the room right there. It's a little bit difficult to see him with this wall right behind us. But once you draw the bow, you can see him much better. You can see he's kind of protected partially by a wall. Just try to aim just right of those bricks and hit him a couple times. And we'll fast forward through this. Okay, and he just died, and there's the item. So that's the skull lantern, and I'm not sure what's going to happen if we die before we get it, so I'm going to be very careful. And there are a lot of skeletons between us and that item, so just try to backstab as much as possible. I don't know why that was just guarding the whole time. But, alright, let's just kill the other one. Take care of this one. So we're going to crash through this wall, obviously. There's going to be an archer straight ahead, and there will be an archer to our right. Maybe we can kill the one to our right when we drop down on it, do a plunge attack on it, but we'll see. And there's a few down at the bottom. Didn't kill him though, so that could be trouble. So there's two down here. Just get out of the Get out of the range of the archer, but don't go too far in because there's a giant skeleton behind us that will fall through the ceiling. Get rid of these guys as quickly as possible. You also have the option of just running past everything as fast as you can and grabbing the item. These skeletons are really starting to annoy me, but it's all part of the game, right? Okay, so you could run through this door to the right, not through here. We don't have any more skeletons, just the archers. You can run to your right, there's a door right there, but I'm going to try and kill this skeleton. Just watch out for his kick. That'll knock you back a little bit, break your shield. He's really not that dangerous if you stay away from his heavy attacks. That attack right there. And if you stay away from his kick. You can block those attacks. Thought he was going to get me there. That scared me. The reason I killed him is because I want to get this Dark Moon Seance ring. If you want to be a part of the Dark Moon Covenant, then you need to get this ring because you can't open up the secret passage without it. We'll go through that later in the game. So here's the walkway to the left. So if you want to run past all the skeletons, just run through this door, run up these steps. There's another skeleton that will pop up at the top of this little ramp here, but you'll have plenty of time to grab the item off of the necromancer if you just want to grab it and run. It's probably the best way to do it. So here is the skull lantern. So let's take a look at the Great Scythe and why I like it so much. It's very similar to the Ujigatana in the stats. They both weigh 5 pounds. They both require 14 strength and 14 dex. They both have bleeding. But I just like the Great Scythe. For one, it starts out with a little bit more punch. And I just like the moveset. They both scale at B as well for dexterity. But the Great Scythe, just the moveset, it has a sweeping light attack, or I should say single-handed right heavy attack. Like that, it just kills so many enemies. And the light attack comes over the top so that you don't hit. That's the heavy attack. The light attack comes over the top so that you won't hit walls when you're in a tight corridor. So you'll see this weapon is really good, and when you two-hand it, same light attack chop, and then you move forward. You know, you have this aggressive moving forward heavy attack, which is really good because you're out of range of weapons, I should say of enemies, and then you do that two-handed heavy attack and you can just run up on them and kill them. So let's homeward bone out of here. So this Great Scythe is cool, but that's not the reason we came here. We came here for the Skull Lantern so that we can trade it in to the Crow. So let's use these souls and level up. Finally get endurance up to 20. That's huge. And now we can start building up dexterity. Finally. Although we're still only at level 25. Pretty early in the game. Now we need to make it back. This can be a little bit difficult early in the game. Run past these guys. And then if that guy jumps down, just run up the ladder. You can restart the game here so that the one skeleton will be in front of you and you can just attack him and he won't follow you. I love how these attacks also break the skeleton, whereas with the Ujigatana, it... Ouch. I didn't realize that guy was going to come down here. Alright, we'll just let them be. The Ujigatana will not break the skeleton like this weapon does. See if we can get the skulls to take care of this one. Alright, let's go. Alright, let's just get it. We'll have to see again. I always do that. Our trade on ledge. Okay, and we made it. Easy. So now we need to trade in the skull lantern to the crow for the Ring of Fog. But we won't do it in this episode because we're already running long. But this is the skull lantern. You can use it to light your way in really dark places, but that's not what we're going to use it for. We're just going to trade it in. We want the ring. But we'll wait until the next episode to do that. So, thank you for watching. I'm Kiyoshi Husky, and this has been another Dark Souls walkthrough. I just want you to stay alive, bro.